Way FM's mission to impact this generation to love and follow Jesus has been so productive, and it's because of people like you, our impact partners, that it's all made possible. We now are embarking on a new 2020 vision for the ministry, and I'd love to tell you more details. First, I want to point out that we've restated our mission and a new promise that we've developed. It's all online at wayfm.com. Now let's talk more about the 2020 vision. As you can see, it will involve many details, including mobile, existing websites, podcasting, social media. We'll talk about our FM radio stations, of course, along with online listening. The vision will include many digital initiatives that we'll unveil here in the next few minutes, as well as an international front that we'll formalize. Okay, first, let's talk about our FM listening. Due to a new commitment for even more audience research and marketing, Way FM will grow, God willing, from 900,000, which is approximately the amount of listeners we have each week to Way FM stations, to 2 million by 2020. In terms of online streaming, we've grown 50% in just the last year. At that kind of growth, and with all the stations online streaming at a higher quality than ever, we believe we will impact 200,000 lives by 2020. And then, speaking of new digital initiatives, we're going to be launching some new internet-only radio stations. One will be called Way New. It will feature only the newest contemporary Christian music from a wide genre of artists and styles. We're also going to be launching Way Nation, which will be an online version of Way FM, but targeted at cities where it would be very expensive to start an FM radio station. Cities across America where we will market Way Nation. Next, we're going to be launching an internet-only radio station called Way Back. Now, this will feature the best of the 70s and 80s and even some of the 90s contemporary Christian music, and along with the stories from the artists. We're also going to be launching an internet-only radio station called Way Red. 250,000 youth we believe will be impacted throughout the world through this initiative alone. I think it would be unwise for anyone to predict what the future holds in terms of digital. So we're leaving many new opportunities, yet unnamed, which will allow us to respond to whatever the technologies dictate in the future. Through social media, we believe we will impact 300,000 lives in the next decade. Through our podcasting and web engagement, over 300,000 lives will be touched for Jesus Christ. We're also more committed than ever to producing videos that will impact people's lives in a powerful way. With video and with our mobile device impact, we believe 2.5 million lives will be impacted. Now, when you add all the digital initiatives up to the 2020 vision, we come to 5 million people being touched for Jesus Christ between now and 2020. Next, we want to talk more about an international front. From our programming hub in Nashville, we plan on helping to launch radio stations and partner with existing stations in Europe, in Africa, and in Asia. There are a number of organizations already having an effective work in these parts of the world. We plan on partnering and launching and developing stations in these parts of the world, so 3 million lives will be impacted in Europe, Asia, and Africa. It's all a part of the 2020 vision. Now let's look at the summary. Through the initiatives we've discussed, 5 million in the digital arena, 2 million through our FM radio stations, and 3 million across the world through the international partnerships we'll be developing. We will see, God willing, this will be the end result. In this decade, our passion is to impact 10 million people throughout the world, helping them grow in their desire to love and follow Jesus. We also want to measure, what does it mean to follow Jesus and serve others? We just don't want to go wide by reaching 10 million people. We want to go deep in people's lives, helping them become more involved in their local church, helping our young listeners get more active in Bible study with their friends, challenging young people to serve not only in their local community, but in places throughout the world, and also through sharing with one another what Christ means in their lives. The 2020 vision, 10 million people will be impacted with your help, and the result will be that Way FM's ministries and the digital initiatives will help them grow in their desire to follow Jesus and serve others. I hope you're as excited as we are about the 2020 vision that I've just unveiled. Pray for us during this exciting time. With your help and your prayers, we can reach 10 million people before the year 2020.